everyone know what I'm talking about with, because I have an example that I can throw up of when you might go backward through a graph to find a path. It's not set up with words and dice, but just a graph where you use the backflow to find a new augmenting path. Does everyone want to see that again, just to be reminded of it?
Sure.
Okay. Let's still search this. So again, it was really hard for me to come up with something on the spot that uses the dice and the word nodes. Because there's not a whole lot of these, of the grade scripts, but there are enough. And I couldn't find which grade scripts had those. It's hard to look it up. So let's say this is our graph. S is my source and T is my sink, and this has a flow of 3. So okay, so let's say I take this path. I'm going to have a flow of 3. Mainly because C to T is like a bottleneck, right? So let's draw the residual graph for this. And the residual graph would look like this. That's my residual graph. So if I was going to give an augmenting path, my next path, let's say, is going to be X, B, E, C, B. So here's where I'm using that backflow. A. T. So that's head flow of 3. So that was another augmenting path I found that wasn't in the original graph. So I just created these edges. Remember, the original graph was S to A was 3, this was 4, this was 5, and this was 3. And then I had a path that had a flow of 3 that went here, 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 and here. So I changed my edges, and then I have this backflow of 3. And now my next augmenting path went through here. Let's see. Yeah.
Wouldn't the flow on that path be 2 since CD is 2?
You're right, that is 2. I wasn't keeping, yeah. got so far down I ignored that too. You're right, that should be a flow of 2. So DD is our bottleneck. So if we were gonna draw a new flow network based on that path, I could erase everything and draw and keep going through. But what I wanted to show you guys was I used these, what would be representative as our back edges, to find an augmenting path. So that's why it's important to have those reverse edges. Does everyone understand this example? Okay. Let's pull the lab back up. I think I've covered everything I need to, but I'm gonna do one more quick check. He does not have a make file for this, because you don't need to include random classes or anything. This is all on your own. No header file for you to use. All of these are just my suggestions. And he has a lot of dice and word examples that you can play around with that I suggest downloading from his folder. Other than that, I think I've gone through everything I wanted to cover. Do you guys have any questions? No? Shorter than last time, kind of, by like 10 minutes. We'll see how that video turned out, since it's still recording. Did you get it all on this one?
Yeah.